What's going on, guys? Anarchist Gaming here, bringing you guys some new leaked DLC information. So recently we had the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and 2 released. Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 was just released a little over about a week ago. That song reminds me every time I say that sentence. But let's get into the content for the day. And I'm going to put a picture up on screen right now for you guys, showing you guys what TezFun2 posted on Twitter, what he found in the source code. Now, what he found in the source code was a DLC that is being called Low. Now, we're not quite sure at this point if it's going to be LowLife DLC, if it's going to be a Lowrider DLC. Each one of them makes sense from what we found out in the information in the source code. We also have found out in the last Ill-Gotten Gains, they also posted a little hinting at the next DLC coming out. Then they went on to say that stay tuned. We want to add in stuff like when you do the stunting races, they want to make it so you can add in more props and stuff like that, making it easier to create stunt races and those creative race maps that players create with the big ramps and the props and all those cool races you see people play online. Well, they hinted in this last Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 DLC that they were going to be adding a DLC in the future, enabling more options in that creator menu, enabling more props and more ability to move them around throughout the levels and stuff like that. So let's get into the content, though. The first vehicle in this leaked DLC for the LowLife or Lowrider DLC that is coming out in the near future, we got the Faction 2 and the Faction 3. Now, these faction vehicles, I will post a picture on screen for you right now, have been in previous Grand Theft Autos. Now, it could very well be the one I'm posting on screen right now, which is actually a Buick Grand National, is what this car resembles in real life. A very nice muscle car, and it would make sense to fit in this DLC. Could be classified kind of like a Lowrider type. But let's move into the next one, which is the Moonbeam. Now, the Moonbeam was also in Grand Theft Auto 4, and it is a van. Now, this is like a kind of like a slam van. Maybe you can chop it, do a lot of customizations to it, and that also would make sense of why it's fitting in this LowLife or Lowrider. Could go either or. LowLife being cheap vehicles like this van, or you could very easily chop the van and make it look like a Lowrider vehicle. Now, let's move into the next ones. Now, the Primo 2. We also got the Sabre GT 2. Now, we have the Sabre GT, which we know in the game. I'll put a picture on screen for you guys now, and that is the Chevelle. This is what this car is supposed to resemble in real life, is the 1970 Chevelle. Very, very nice classic muscle car, and I'm anxious to see what the Chevelle, the Sabre GT2, will look like. And also, we're going to move on to the next one, which is the Virgo 2 and 3. So, 2 and 3 now variations of the Virgo. And I'll show a video for you guys on screen right now. The current Virgo we just got in this latest update. So, we'll move on into the next one. We got the Chino 2. And another vehicle we got is the Clean Voodoo, as you can see. The Clean Voodoo, we right now have the Voodoo in the game, but it is the rusty version, and it is a very nice car, and I'm also contemplating and putting it in my classic car garage, but I didn't like the whole rust aspect of it, so it's nice to see that they're going to bring in a clean version of the Voodoo without that rust, because this vehicle is also going to make a very good lowrider vehicle. Hopefully it has lots of customization options. So let's move into the next vehicle, which is the Tornado 5, which is, I will show you a video on screen right now. We already have a Tornado in the game. So this is going to be another variation of the Tornado. We will see what it looks like when it comes out. And of course, last but not least on this list, we have the Slam Van 3. So we currently have a couple Slam Vans. Here's one of them right now, is the Slam Van truck. Really nice classic truck that I enjoy driving. So we got 12 new vehicles released in this latest DLC that is going to be called either LowLife or Lowrider. So it's going to be emphasis on cheap vehicles with if it's going to be LowLife, or Lowrider, the emphasis would be on classic cars that you can obviously chop and make them look like that classic Lowrider look. So I cannot wait for this DLC to come out. Hopefully they bring hydraulics. That's also been speculated. If it's going to be a Lowrider DLC, you would assume that they would bring out hydraulics. But most of all, I hope they bring out a 4th garage, because with 12 new additional cars coming, we just got 6 in Part 1 update of the Ill-Gotten Gains, another 6 vehicles released in Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2, and now an extra 12. That's 24 cars in the last couple months, hopefully, if this DLC comes out soon. And I know I am full. I did a video of my garage show. I got 30 cars. They're full, max, and I really, really, really do not want to get rid of any of my cars to replace for any of these new 12 cars that are coming in this next DLC. So hope they bring in a 4th garage as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed this leaked content, and I am looking forward to this DLC when it comes out, the LowLife or Lowrider. So make sure to stay tuned for more videos on the Anarchist Gaming channel. See you guys in my next videos. Peace.